circumstances beyond our control to evacuate the building. Do not look back and not stop.
Yes, now time for the magic words. There is no expectation of privacy in the public.
Nothing. Yeah, I'm a frauditor, dude. Yeah, man. What's up? What are you guys doing here? You weren't here yesterday. What's going on, Az? Ow.
You were the douche canoe that was chewing my wires.
Ow!
A little punk. How you doing, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Friday. It's Friday. Hey, it's Friday morning, and we're here, and we're live. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Sorry about yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. You know, stuff happens, life, you know, all that, you know. This computer, man, this thing, it's Jason Gutterman. It's my laptop, you know, so it gets funky sometimes, like a monkey that's not too spunky. This computer is kind of clunky. So it gets funky. I'm kind of hunky. P. Barnes, what's up? Hello, welcome to the show. Great to see you. All right. Yes, the first happy dance of the day goes to P. Barnes. Let's go. All right, yes. Greg Jonix, number 2. What's up? Cliff Hickson in the hearse. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Greg Jonick, P. Barnes, Cliff Hickson, Florida Jim, what's up? Glad to see you, buddy. Yeah, my mom, I haven't heard from her, but the last time I heard from her, she said, I think my phone's going to die and I don't have power to recharge it. So hopefully that's all it is. Let's see. We got P. Barnes, Florida Jim, Greg Jonick. Who else is in the house this morning? Let's see. Hip, hip, hurry. Nicode's here. Good to see you. Let's see. Stefan St. German's in the house. P. Barnes. Jaime Palmetto Bay. There's no need to fear. Hezokuai and Jaime Palmetto Bay is here. Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Palmetto Bay appearing on behalf of YouTube. Free News Now Voodoo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. You and Parsons, man. You're my homies, man. Yeah. If you guys ever come to town, you know, because I'm a pimp, you know, I'll hook you up. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you some shrimp. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll take you to Red Lobster, and I'll talk them into giving you some all-you-can-eat shrimp. But they don't do that anymore, but they will for me, because I'm a pimp, you dig? Ow.
Good morning from P. Barnes. Let's see. Highway Star. Yeah. What's up? Great to see you. Let's see. What do we got? We got Highway Star. We got P. Barnes. We got Jaime. We got Yo, My Peeps, You Hood from Paul Cohen. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see who else is in the house this morning. Let's see. Cliff Hickson, Highway Star, Stefan. Zerzu's here. That's right. He took his ship all the way to the end and he didn't fall off the edge. He knows it's true. It's Mr. Zerzu. Yeah, it rhymes. It's true, Zerzu. All right. Heck, nabbit. All right, let's see. P. Barnes, Highway Star. Jay Barnes, good morning and God bless you. God bless you too, sir. Absolutely. Positively. All day, every day. Hip, hip, hooray. That's what I say. Yeah. Highway Star, P. Barnes, Zerzu. Let's see who else. Terry Barnes, what's up? Let's see. Terry Barnes, Highway Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, wait a minute. David E. Persons with the joke of the day. Here we go. Let's see what he's got to say for the joke of the day. Did you hear about the frauditor that found a book called How to Solve 50% of Your Problems? He wanted to solve all of his problems, so he bought 2 copies. Sue Bear with a new membership. All right, here's your happy dance. Let's go. All right, thank you so much. Yes. T-Barn, Stefan, Kingston 2000. Good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all. All right, what's up? Terry Barnes, B. Barnes, Zerzu. Let's see. Highway Star, Kingston 2000. The Lessonators here. Hope you're all keeping safe, especially down in Florida, boy. Woo-wee. Supposed to be hot today out here. I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Ooh, Junkie Trunky. What's up, guy? Great to see you. Junkie Trunky, Monkey, Funky, Spunky. Oops, I did it again. Oh no. Let's see, Highway Star. Joanne Hammerschmidt. What city in Florida is your mom? She is currently in Zephyr Hills. Zephyr Hills isn't that good. Yeah, she's in Zephyr Hills. Rhombozoid says, I'm here now. Well, that's good. This is the place to be. In the morning, that's it. That's all we got. So it's good stuff. Kingston 2000 gifted a membership. All right. Thank you, sir. Here's your happy dance. All right. Yes. Let's see. Highway Star, Florida Jim, P. Barnes, Lessinator. Highway Star. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Is anybody here that I'm missing? I don't mean to be dissing. Sometimes I'm just missing when I'm scrolling through the names. Chuck is here. Hey, you ever played a name game with Chuck? Betty, Bo Betty, Banana, Fanta, Fofetti, Chuck. Never mind. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I keep seeing Highway Star, and every time I see him, it's like I usually see Tiny, and then I miss her, and then it's like, how come you didn't say hi to Tiny? So hi, Tiny, but if you're watching, I just still didn't see you in the chat. But we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, it's Friday, and boy, oh boy, am I ready for the weekend. Man, oh, Shevitz, yesterday at my work was insane. It was crazy, and Ever since I started this new job, in my head, I've been waiting for the day. And yesterday, it wasn't so bad yesterday, but I knew eventually it was going to happen. And I know eventually it's going to happen again, and it's going to be worse. So I work with cars all day. So we always have customers pulling their cars in and out, in and out, in and out. And so we have a bunch of cars waiting in line to get in. And then we got, a bunch of cars coming in and out. I got the mechanic behind me literally has this beautiful T-Bird, a 1963 T-Bird. This thing is gorgeous. He's got it up on a lift. He's pulling out parts and replacing them and trying to, because with those kind of cars, you got to be super careful, So he's ruling on that. He's pulling brakes out and replacing rotors and stuff and getting it all souped up nice. Meanwhile, I got this other guy who's put backing his car out because they just got done working on his car. And then two people waiting in line to be the next two people to get service. So they decide they're going to almost race each other so you could get in first. Basically, the one dude's trying to cut in line. So he sideswipes the car that's backing out. And I knew eventually, because the way it is out there, I always figured they'd slam into each other. Well, he just sideswiped them. But still, I'm like, oh, there it is. That's what I've been dreading ever since I got this. Is that one of these days I'm going to be out there when there's an accident. I almost saw a fist fight out there a couple of weeks ago. Ugh. At least the weather wasn't too bad, but it was so crazy busy yesterday. I was just running in circles all day. Oh, my goodness. Lexi Ann is here. What's up? Great to see you. Great to have you here. Yesterday, I saw a 69 GTO. Oh, baby. Woohoo. It's funny with this, well, whatever. It's a whole nother story. But the point was that because I work predominantly, I'm outside most of the day. And so when it's hot out, like it's supposed to be hot today, I'm just cooking. I think I showed you guys before. I literally became a redneck from this job. See that? But that's good. I got my tan line. I'm looking, I don't know. It's going to be getting cold soon though out here. So we're not going to have too many of these hot days left. So I'm going to try to enjoy them while they're here. My dream car is a 1955 Thunderbird hardtop convertible. Ooh, mean. Woo! Yeah. My brother-in-law had a 65. It was sweet. Man, it's sharp. It looks sharp. There ain't no question about that. They just don't make cars like that anymore. There she is. Hey, what's up, Tiny? The newest Van Buren. What? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see that one. Maybe send me a link. Because what I do have on deck is something completely different. This is a guy I never heard of before. I have no idea what this guy's about. I have no idea what his channel's about. But P. Barnes actually sent me a link to this video in an email. And I watched it and I'm like, wow, this is something different. And I thought it was fascinating. It's this guy, Douglas Callaghan, doing a documentary about First Amendment auditors. And he interviews two auditors and then two anti-auditors. And I think he's trying to be like a real journalist, completely neutral in the way he covers it. But I think that it's giving them enough rope to hang themselves with. I think the auditors make themselves look stupid. He didn't have to make them look stupid because they opened their mouths. Morning has the Naresh family. My dream car is a 74 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. All right. My first car was a 69 Mustang Fastback. Wow. See, all you guys like got these amazing. Hez, did you get my email? I didn't check my email yet. Oh, for the yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I got you. Anyway, yeah, I got that email, Tiny. I think my first car was a used Honda Odyssey. And then that didn't work out. Yeah. That's about it. All right, anyway. Let's go ahead and let's check out this video. I audited First Amendment Auditors by Douglas Callaghan. I don't know. It's interesting. I think it's fascinating. I wanted to share it with you guys. So let's go ahead and check this out. See what this is all about. Woohoo! Yeah. Wait a minute. What?
Oh boy! Finally, somebody who's gonna tell the truth. That hurting people and being mean to people is what life's all about. And especially when you make old ladies cry, that's the secret to pure joy, happiness, and bliss. The more old ladies you can make cry, and the more little kids you can get on video, the happier your life will be. Ow! Dang it, Hez.
First Amendment Auditors.
They're people whose goal is to test their constitutional right to record video or take pictures in a public place.
Why are you backing up?
And sometimes these encounters are confrontational.
They pay me for filming me.
There's a social media audience out there with a big appetite for more.
These auditors go out to bait a reaction for a video to make money.
Turn it off for a minute because I want to give you some advice.
Sir, I want to contact my lawyer.
If you spend any time on YouTube these days, you'll eventually stumble upon First Amendment auditors. This growing trend of content creators is capturing the attention of millions and sparking debate about our constitutional rights to film in public. We hear their voices and we see their encounters, but we rarely see the people behind the camera. So who are these people, and why are they putting themselves in harm's way to test their First Amendment rights? In this story, I will be auditing First Amendment auditors to find out.
First Amendment Auditors?
Oh, really? Oh, you watch the videos?
Yeah.
Are you a fan? Oh, really? You like them?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You sound like Nasty Nathaniel?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's me.
All right.
I, as a First Amendment auditor, consider myself to be an activist. I'm doing something that can be considered educational. No, I don't consent to searches.
You have every right to do that.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You don't have probable cause
I do.
for reason to do that.
To file some type of formal complaint?
Yes, sir, I would. To me, it's not really so much about holding the government accountable, even though that's part of it. To me, it's about, exercising your right to record in public and educating the public. Yeah, take care.
Take care. Suck my bro.
Yeah, well, if you would shave the beard, I might,
What are you gonna do, bro?
All right. You're going to be a YouTube star now. I think it's really important to show people like, hey, you don't have to be afraid of a camera. It's just, it's not a gun. It's not a weapon. It's just a camera.
What is a First Amendment auditor?
A First Amendment auditor is someone who tests their right to record in public. And, so by doing that, you go to a specific place, whether it be a government facility. Is this the city jail? A private company, a religious organization.
You are treating somebody like dirt.
How do you think Scientology treats people? And you stand outside and you film from public property where you have a right to be. So it's basically to see if the staff, management, security, if there is any, is going to be able to respect your right to record in public. So it's like a test.
So how long have you been conducting First Amendment audits? How did you first get started?
Going back to like 2009, 2010, I was a part of a comedy group called NOAC.
Emma, keep it down, you stupid.
We got a part in a local television show on the Pacific Network, and the show was called Shaka Shakedown.
Aloha, mates! Foxy Frankie here in beautiful Waikiki Beach, Honolulu, Hawaii. And today I'm gonna teach you how to be a foxy guy. All right, yeah.
And what we were basically trying to do was be like a Hawaiian version of Jackass.
I'm gonna teach you guys out there how to score chicks. I'm gonna teach you how to create a fabulous body like the one you see right here. Oh, yeah. I'll even teach you how to pee.
When we would go out and film, chances are there would always be some security guard or some.
Yeah, that's right, Nasty Nathaniel. You show those douche canoes what's up. What's up, what's up, what's up? That's right, man. Yeah, shake that thing, man. Don't take no guff from those butter brains that are trying to tell you what to do. Man, they ain't worth your time, punk. They're punks. No, wait. Did I just call him a punk? No. Hey, yeah, man, that's the way to do it, man. Hang out on the beach. Give everybody a hard time. Call it fun. Yeah, man, let's party, dude. One of these days, I'm gonna have some champagne with, who was that guy that he was drinking champagne with? That DNA, man. Yeah, my other hero. Man, these guys are great. So, anyway, I was watching myself. I was chewing Hez's wires yesterday. That's why he wasn't on. Don't tell him. Ow.
Some store manager or something that would come out and tell us, oh no, you can't film here, or you got to go across the street, or not in front of my business.
You don't need any of this. This is all garbage. All you need is my 12-part DVD series. Yeah.
And even back then, obviously I didn't know anything about First Amendment auditing, but I remember thinking, like, is that a law? Can they make you leave? Like, I mean, I understand this is their business, but they don't own the sidewalk. If I knew then what I know now, I would have just told them F off.
I have to let you know, I'm sorry about this, but
okay.
You can do whatever you need to do, but also, like, the other side.
We're just going to stay right here.
You need to be in the other side.
No, we don't. But, back then, we didn't know. We were just like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And then we'd leave, And so then, fast forward, when I found like channels that were doing this thing called First Amendment auditing, it really made me flash back to that period of my life when I was living in Hawaii and we were having to deal with this kind of stuff.
People of McDonald's, I demand the liberation of your vegetables. Give me your vegetables. Give them to me. Look at you. You're fools, all of you.
Do you typically work alone, or do you work with other First Amendment auditors?
Since I've been in this community, I've had the privilege of being able to work alongside a lot of other really creative and I'll say talented auditors. For example, me and First Amendment Rights, like we really clicked together when we would audit.
My name's Chris. I do what is called First Amendment Audits, and my channel is called First Amendment Rights. I see it as a form of like civil rights activism. It's not so much bringing the awareness all the time to the people that are there directly in front of the camera. It's the audience that sees it on YouTube or social media, because it could be anywhere from 10,000 people to upwards over 250,000 that can see a video. So I branch out, to like untraditional locations, like maybe fast food drive-thrus. Sundays I'll go to houses of worship and test my right there. And it looks like we might have somebody coming over here.
I just noticed you're video recording us.
Yeah, for sure.
May I ask you what the video record is for?
Oh yeah, you can ask, no problem.
Yeah, is this for private purposes or?
Oh, I can't disclose that right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys taking video?
Sure am.
Why are you filming me?
Huh?
Why Why are you filming me?
Why'd you park right in front of me?
I'm not giving you permission to film me.
Well, I didn't give you permission to park in front of me.
You don't own this damn parking lot.
You don't own this, and you don't own this camera.
You want to film something?
Stay back. That's not very Christian of you, is it?
You want to film something?
Huh?
You want to film something?
Go ahead. She's recording you too, so
Good.
go about your day.
Good.
You got a problem with freedom?
I got a problem with being filmed when I'm not giving you permission to film me.
Well,
I'm parking in a public parking spot.
Why are you backing up?
get off my phone, man.
Call the cops. Call the cops on this guy.
Setting a real good example for your church.
That's far enough. Thank you. I don't need to get close to you. So I apologize for taking your phone, putting it on the ground and stepping on it.
Appreciate that. And for also hitting it out of my hand.
Sure. And also hitting it on your out of your hand.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I hope we all learned a lesson today that public photography is not a crime or reason to assault somebody.
I think we all learned a lesson today.
I've had people come up, put their hand over my lens. I've been pushed. I've been shoved. I had my camera broken once.
How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice.
Are you pissed off at me or the guy with the stone?
Pissed off at you for what?
I don't know. You're filming like something. You need anything from me?
Oh, just checking it out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's never happened before.
Someone's never taken pictures and video before?
Well, I mean, usually they come in and say, "Hey, my name's so and so, and I'll be filming."
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you know, I'm filming. It's plain as day, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, what's your interest exactly?
Oh, I mean, you guys are recording too, right?
I'm sorry.
You guys have cameras mounted on your
Security
building.
purposes, yeah.
Oh, okay, it doesn't matter, but you have the right to record, so do I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of bizarro world.
Huh?
Okay.
In a bizarre world.
Can I help you? What's your deal?
Oh, I'm good. I don't need any help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because all the neighbors are calling, asking me what's going on. I'm
really?
trying to find out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just taking pictures and
I
video.
know, but I don't dig it, so you can get the f out. Really, seriously, I'm called police because this is private property. And,
I'm aware.
And these are people's cars and stuff. And
Yeah, I know. They look pretty cool. I was kind of interested looking at all the rusted out Porsche bodies up there.
those are from a fire that occurred here.
Oh, wow.
And it was a big loss, and it's a super emotional deal for me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, seriously. Seriously, it was a big fire here. Almost lost everything I ever owned.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm still recovering from that. And so I don't know what you're up to, but I really don't appreciate it. I'm serious.
I'm just shooting some video and pictures.
Yeah, I know, but you're starting to get on my nerves. I'm telling you right now.
I'm standing on a public
I
curbside.
don't care. This is my stuff.
I understand that. I'm not on your property.
I mean, if you want to be cool with me, I'll share with you. I'll tell you the story.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd
come
like
here,
to,
I
yeah.
do magazine articles.
Very cool.
But this is just odd for you to walk up and start taking video at my shop. I'm not a big fan of it.
I mean, I could be a car enthusiast.
You could be, and I'm really cool. I have a good rep with it, and I've been.
So, I mean, tell me to get the F out of here and threatening to call the police on me for just
I
taking
will
pictures.
call the police if you don't share with me what's going on.
I technically don't have to. I mean,
Well,
and
you could as a human being, as somebody with just being cool.
I could. I'm just going about my day.
You're going about your day.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you're.
I like taking pictures in public. Is that okay?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's filming or she's filming. I don't know.
Just shooting some video out here today. Yeah.
We got a lot of theft here.
Oh,
We do
okay.
get a lot of theft too.
It doesn't mean I've stolen anything.
No, but it's just kind of interesting.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Hey.
What? Hey! Don't touch. What?
You should leave.
You should leave right now because you're a smart piece of shit. You just assaulted me and damaged my camera.
I was trying to be nice.
All right, you know what? This clip, and I've shown this clip before when it was new, when it first happened. And one of the things that drives me nuts about this whole situation and the way these people act, this is a perfect example of it. Like, we have to teach people not to be afraid of a camera. I don't understand why they're afraid of a camera. What's their problem with the camera? Hey, why are you filming? Oh, I'm really into different kinds of cars. I see these different kinds of cars here. I thought it'd be cool, because they're like classic Porsches, Oh, okay, cool. No. Argue for 15 minutes, act like a douche canoe, be a smartass, and say, well, what if I was somebody who was just into cars? And the guy says, well, that would be cool. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But they would tell me that. If somebody was filming because they liked, like when they say, well, what if, I was a tourist trying to film? Well, then you would say that. What if I was working on a travel video? Then you would say that, unless you're doing the Amagansett Press thing where he uses that as an excuse. But even then, he always finds a way to flip it and turn it into a confrontation. But the point is, this is why their fans drive me so crazy, because it's like they'll be in the comments saying, I don't understand why these people are so afraid when they see a camera. It's not the camera. It's the idiot holding it and the things they say. It's the reaction the idiot holding the camera has to being asked why they're filming. That's the part they don't get. And if you brought that up to them, then they'd say, well, technically they have the First Amendment right to say whatever words they want. It isn't about your rights. It isn't about what's legal and what's not. He just said it. Well, I thought like maybe, as a human being, maybe you could talk to me and tell me what's up. I can't do that because legally I can stand here all I want. In other words, what is the First Amendment audit? Na, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. That's what it is. That's how they educate people. That's education. No wonder people want to punch them in the head or snatch their camera out of their hand and smash it. Oh, man.
I don't know why you guys have a problem with that. Wait, what? No, I wasn't messing with Hez's computer wires again. Not at all. Anyway, listen, I don't know why you guys have a problem with us. Man, look, I'm going to teach you guys right now. I'm going to give you a lesson on auditing. Here's the way it works. You wake up, and then you harass people, and you give them a hard time, and you try to make as many old ladies cry, and you try to get as many little kids on film as you can, and then you go home and you laugh because you made someone cry. Yeah! Ah, crap!
I was just thinking that. It's like being in grade school all over again. That's right, Peaceful Avatar. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't remember, by the way, Carl's here as well. Hey, Carl, I didn't see you earlier. What's up? Peaceful Avatar is actually a real-life friend of mine that I've known since we were kids way, 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 way back in the day. Round of applause for Peaceful Avatar. Let's throw him a happy dance. Let's go. All right, yes. But yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. Like I said, it's like their whole shtick. All of it is, I'm filming, you can't stop me. And again, and how many times have we seen it? How many examples have we seen it? Where it's like, hey, all of these people doing their thing, somebody comes with a camera. Oh, why are you filming? Or, will you please not film me? That's it. And this is the other thing, and I always double down on this, and then I see stuff like this, and it reminds me, yes, that's true. They're all about the First Amendment, freedom of speech, so you can say whatever you want, unless you're saying anything other than, I love your channel, I'm subscribed, please exploit my image for profit. You could say that, but if you say, hey, I don't want you to exploit my image for profit, too bad, I have the right to film, so there. And if you say anything other than, hey, I love your channel, I'm subscribed, please go out of your way to exploit my image for profit. Nobody's going to say that. But there are people in this clip we just showed where the lady's saying, oh, I love your channel, I'm subscribed. They'll be nice to you if you say that. But any other words that you speak that you use your First Amendment freedom of speech to say, they will punish you for saying them. They'll publicly humiliate you on their YouTube channel. They'll pepper spray you. They'll have you arrested. They'll try and get you fired. They'll get your business call flooded. They're evil. Let's get back to it.
Are you injured at all?
I was shoved into the dumpster. No, I don't. Haven't seen him since. I would like to do a citizen's arrest. And I just found where he threw my viewfinder, landed in the dumpster. Now, my question is, how would I retrieve my property in case his fingerprints might be on it?
They're not going to come out and do this SID. The fingerprints are not going to come out for this type of allegation to come out and do fingerprints for that. So, there you go. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you. I would give a pass to a location if I don't hear any threats of police being called. If I don't hear anyone directly saying, oh, you need to leave or stop what you're doing, because then to me, that's infringing on what I'm doing. People are sometimes curious, and hey, that's fine. We all can be curious, but then at the end of the day, I say if you escalate it further beyond that, that's when I have the problem.
For entertainment purposes, a fail is what, that's what gets you the high numbers. I mean, I'm not going to lie, when I do get a big freak out, not that I solicit that, but, when somebody does come out and, and yell and holler and stuff. Yeah, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, this is going to be, a banger.
Have you ever been in situations where you've been assaulted?
I got assaulted once. I was auditing in Morro Bay. I ended up getting into a confrontation with a senior officer and an individual who turned out to be the chief of police. They wanted my ID and I refused to give it to them because I wasn't committing a crime. Ultimately, the chief ended up resigning. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Police Chief Gregory Allen.
Oh, you're the police chief?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, were you the one in the back?
Yeah, I didn't mean what you were doing. I had no idea.
I didn't mean to spook you. I was hoping to get some shots of some patrol cars coming out of the station just for my little project I'm doing.
Okay, do me a favor though. What's your name?
Nate. Yeah.
Okay, Nate. Here's the best thing to do. If you're gonna do something like that, is that on?
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Well, I'd prefer to keep it on just to document just the interaction.
No, just turn it off for a minute because I want to give you in the future. So while we're talking to you, just go ahead and turn it off.
Oh, I would prefer. I mean, no disrespect, Chief, but I would prefer just to keep it on just for documentation.
What do you say?
Just anything I can see in public. That's all.
Okay, here's the issue that you're going to run into in police stations, and we have a real problem with it. It's really a public safety concern for my officers. So why don't we start off by you have some ID, driver's license?
No, I prefer not to. I just prefer to remain anonymous.
I'm not really asking you. I'm insisting that you show me some identification. In a lot of towns, we have people all the time, and we're not accusing you of this, but may not have the best intentions as far as officers. So based on that and based on the combination of your activity, go ahead, man. We're going to insist on identifying you, and you don't have a choice.
As well as the penal code violation you committed just minutes ago.
What is that violation, though?
I was asked and answered. It's the same as photographing an election office or the inside of a jail.
I've actually done that before.
Okay,
many facilities.
Yeah, and that's a misdemeanor crime, and that's why you're being contacted. And we want your identification. We want it right now, Nate.
I don't want to provide that. Sir, I want to contact my lawyer.
We're going to make
Okay.
Not sure that.
They just threw me to the ground, literally slammed my head in the pavement. And I saw stars. I mean, I'm not trying to put a lot on this for dramatic purposes, but I did. I saw stars. And threw me in the back of a hot police car for like 45 minutes to an hour. And then they released me. They let me go, kicked me loose with no explanation or no apology or anything. Morro Bay got a lot of calls. They got a lot of people going there, protesting, auditing. It really put Morro Bay on the map, because before that, the only thing Morro Bay was known for was a dormant volcano.
And what was the result of those protests?
Well, ultimately, the chief ended up resigning.
The Morro Bay police chief is resigning. Chief Gregory Allen's last day will be August 17th.
He had only been chief, like, I don't even think, not even 6 months when that happened with me. You know, KSBY News said that, oh, well, there was the city of Morro Bay in a statement said there's no specific reason for Chief Allen's sudden departure.
City manager Scott Collins says there was no specific incident that prompted the decision, but that the city and Allen agreed that now was a good time for a change.
All right. Well, my name is John Poe. I'm 55 years old. I've worked, as a detective sergeant, as a patrol officer, a sergeant, a lieutenant, and then chief of police.
I know shortly after Nasty Nathaniel was arrested, the community came and swarmed outside and were protesting, which eventually led the chief of police to retire shortly after. Do you think those two events were directly correlated?
Oh, yeah, I would say so. I mean, oftentimes when you see an officer is involved in something that they could possibly get in trouble for and they retire, that is to keep them from either being terminated or facing disciplinary action within their department. And they have.
Oh, hey, Peaceful Avatar, listen. It actually comes up later on in this video that we're watching. The video we're watching is like a documentary that somebody just made about First Amendment auditors. The first half, he interviews a couple auditors, which is what we're watching now. And then coming up, he's going to interview a couple anti-First Amendment auditors, people on our side of the fence. But yes, these guys make like $20,000, $30,000 a month. And this guy, one of these guys that he's interviewing, is going to show his social blade. And, he's going to say, like, this is my only source of income. So, I can't stop. And of course, the argument is going to be that the only reason they do this is because they're trying to make money. And when they make people upset and when they hurt people's feelings and they make people cry, they get more clicks and views. So they love it. So that's what they try to do, is try to ruin people's lives and get paid for doing it. Try to exploit people's images and get paid for doing it. Anything to punish anyone and get more views. Yeah. It's all about the money. They don't care about the freedom and the rights. They care about the money.
In most contracts for chief of police, they have a right to remove you at any time for any reason. They really had pressure on them. There were people coming out in droves over that one. They literally swatted a hornet's nest, and the hornets came out.
Could you just give me like a quick definition of what a frauditor is?
A frauditor is someone who calls themselves a First Amendment auditor. There's the cop watchers who just go and try to get a reaction out of cops. I call them a level 1 frauditor. Their job is to just put cops in situations where they might do a mistake and then they can get a lawsuit out of it.
You trying to imply criminality?
It's your agenda.
You're my agenda.
That's exactly what I thought.
You. Now what? Now where do we go from there?
Mark Stout.
Hey, let me see some ID before you don't walk away from me.
A level 2 frauditor is someone who goes in public buildings, courthouses, libraries, and they try to get a reaction out of those people. At least they're targeting.
Okay, all right. This actually is a very important point. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you could use video without consent and make money. No, that's a violation of YouTube's terms of service. And one of the things that a lot of people on our end do is when we watch these videos, they always show what building they're in. All right. And people on our end will try to contact the employee, because one of the big things that the frauditors do, this is huge, they will never tell anyone that they're filming for YouTube or what the name of their channel is. Because if you knew that, you could go there and file a privacy strike complaint against them and get the video demonetized or taken down. Oh, you meant to put can't. You meant to put can't. Yes. But the people in the video have to contact YouTube and have to put in a privacy strike complaint. If they don't take that step, YouTube will never even know. Yeah. Binary tools. Yeah, I saw you in his comment section, actually. He only talked to a couple of criminals, didn't talk about their criminal histories. Right. I mean, there's a lot to this, but that's why I wanted to show it. I wanted to get people's opinions, see what they think about it, because there's a lot. A lot that he went over, a lot that he didn't go over. I mean, you know, I literally wrote a book about it, so there's a lot to talk about, right? See, you know what? This is one of the reasons why I hate what First Amendment auditors do. Besides the fact that it's antisocial, narcissistic, horrible, rotten, inhuman behavior in some cases, and nowadays they've been getting more and more violent. In fact, we just got Kootenai County Prescott. What was it, guys? How many years did he get for shooting that unarmed homeless guy? He was auditing, and a homeless guy came up to him. He was auditing homeless people. He was auditing a bunch of homeless people, and then they came up to him, and he didn't like it, so he ran back to his car, at which point he could have got in his car and left, but instead he grabbed his gun, went back there, and shot one of them. So now he's locked up, and these guys have been pepper spraying people. Now they've been beating people, sending people to the hospital. Just a couple of weeks ago, Impact Media and his crew were stomping some dude's head into the pavement, you know, because he said, please don't film me. You know, you can't do that or they'll destroy you. But anyway, yes, one of the big problems I have with these guys is that nobody cared legally. Nobody cared about this. These guys have made it an issue. These guys created an issue that didn't exist. So now the government is going to get to a point where the only way that they can quell this and slow these guys down is to change the laws that in a way that actually does limit our rights. And these guys always talk about, well, we have to go out there and educate the public. But what are they teaching them? If you go up to somebody that's filming you and say, please don't film me, and they pepper spray you for having the audacity to speak words and then publicly humiliate you on their channel, that person in their head, some politician comes down the pike someday and says, hey, I propose a law that'll make what these guys are doing illegal. All the people that have been victimized by these guys are going to vote yes for that law. These guys, the long-term effects of what they're doing is actually going to limit our rights. The guys who are supposedly fighting for them. Vintage video and TV. Many states have laws that prevent using one's image without permission, and it's a violation of... Yeah, exactly. There's so many rules and stuff that these guys just don't... They don't care about rules. They only care about laws, unless... Perfect example of that is the signs thing, right? How many hundreds, if not thousands of times have we seen it? If they walk into a room and they say, hey, you can't go in that room, they'll say, there's no sign saying I can't. You have to put up a sign. So they say, okay, and then they do a return visit to the same building. Walk into the room. Hey, look, there's a sign on the door that says do not enter. Ah, but there's no law attached to that sign, so it doesn't count. All right, fine. So now they put the code of the law. So now they come back, walk in that room again. Hey, we got the sign and there's a law on it, but that law is unconstitutional, so I don't have to follow it. No matter what you do, you lose. There is no end game. The end game isn't to get you to put up the sign because they're still going to ignore it. The end game isn't to get you to attach a law to the sign because they're still going to ignore it. There is no end game except for their YouTube money. That's the end game. Mole in a Hole is here. iKiss is here. What's up? What's up? Great to see you. Great to see you. Let's see. Carl's here. I don't remember if I said hello earlier. Society Red's in the house. Okay, what have I missed? We're watching this video. This guy made a short documentary about First Amendment auditors. The first half, he interviewed a couple of frauditors, and the second half, he interviews some anti-frauditors. So we're just starting the second half, where he's actually talking to Frauditor Troll.
Real government employees, but they're still victimizing people and trying to get people fired and see if they can get a lawsuit.
I'm going to have to ask you guys to leave. You're not allowed to film anyone on federal property. You can go outside if you want.
Are you aware of your own Cluster 7, your own rules and regulations?
I know who you are. I'm very familiar with you.
Are you aware of your own rules and regulations?
You are aware. I'm going to have to call police.
Call the police? You want to waste resources, ma'am. That's on you.
The worst of the worst are Category 3 frauditors. What they do is they target people that have nothing to do with the government, everyday people like you and me. And the frauditors try to victimize them by putting them on their videos.
It's not okay.
Well, yes, it is according to the law, ma'am.
No.
Yes.
And the whole pretense of a First Amendment audit goes right out the window because their targets are not part of the government. So they cannot even violate their First Amendment right if they wanted to because they're not part of the government.
I actually brought a little pocket constitution. I was thinking maybe you could read us the First Amendment and then we could go into detail about that.
Okay, yeah. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution.
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof,
Or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peacefully assemble
and to petition the government for redress of grievances.
So tell me how that applies to your work.
There are multiple aspects. The first one would be, first and foremost, I would say, is freedom of press to document freely in a public space and to disseminate it to my audience.
What defines someone as a member of the press?
That would be pretty much any one of us that live here in America, as far as I'm concerned.
Does everybody have the freedom of the press? Like if I just have a smartphone and start recording, am I considered press in that moment?
Of course. Some people think of press as just mainstream media, like, you know, the big networks, but, you know, there's independent journalists, photographers, videographers. So, you know, it's the right that we're all given in this country, which is beautiful.
How would you define the press?
Well, the press is someone who works for a separate entity. It's been established by the Supreme Court of Washington that having a YouTube channel doesn't make you press. So just the fact that I have a YouTube channel, I am not a journalist.
The freedom of the press does not mean that you have the right to film. The courts, when they analyze filming, they analyze it under the freedom of speech, not freedom of press. They make it clear in these cases, the filming itself is not press activity, it's speech activity.
What traditional public spaces are the public able to practice their First Amendment right,
Okay.
freedom of speech?
I drafted a legal memo containing all of the leading case law from mostly federal court cases, but there are some state court cases clearly establishing unequivocally and without exception that individuals do not have a constitutional right to film on government building property. The courts have clearly established four publics: traditional public, designated public, limited public, and non-public. Traditional public places are streets, sidewalks, plazas, and parks. Now, designated public, the government designates those rights. It's a space that the government doesn't have to make available for the exercise of constitutional rights. But once it does, the space is governed by the same standards as traditional public spaces, all right? Limited and non-public forums, all government building property, inside and out of it. Limited public, you would have limited rights. Non-public, you'd have no rights. They do not have a right to film on government building property. They are harassing you. They are stalking you. You can sue them. Sue them. It's your rights being violated, not the frauditors.
They think because you're allowed to be press, you can walk anywhere you want with a camera, and it doesn't matter what building. Go exercise your freedoms of press inside the Pentagon and see how far it gets you, right? It is a public building after all, right? So, and that's where their logic fails.
Is it exercising a constitutional right, or is it baiting law enforcement?
It's clear that the motivation for the people that are making the videos are to attempt to bait police into some type of confrontation.
These auditors go out to bait a reaction for a video to make money.
What would you say to the critics who say that First Amendment auditors are baiting people into arguments?
You know, if someone wants to approach, that's of their own free will. They have the free will to approach me or not, you know, either way.
Yeah, man! That's the kicker! That's my favorite part of this whole documentary right there. Hey, if somebody comes up to me, that's their fault! They shouldn't have came up to me! If they do, destroy them! That's what they get for walking up to me! They're not allowed to walk up to me in this free country! They're not allowed to say what they want to me in this free country! That's their choice! They crossed the line by having the audacity to use their freedom of speech to say words that I don't like. Yeah. That's the way it goes. Everybody knows. Now look at my butt. Look at my butt. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ow.
Parson News Now Voodoo nails it again.
Yeah, that's right, Parson. Thank you. Finally somebody who understands, man. It ain't easy being sleazy like me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just remember, guys, I'm the pimp, you're the simps, and I'll be eating all the shrimps. Yeah. What?
I'm telling you, man, these back to the show. Wait a minute. What we're seeing is more citizens fighting back and attacking auditors. My theory on that is that because it's true, the violence, that's one of the things I keep saying. I was saying earlier, the violence keeps escalating. And of course, that's always going to be what the auditors say is, well, he touched me first, so I was just defending myself. Of course, somebody says, please don't film me, and pushes your camera. Having 5 people tackle him and start stomping his head into the ground isn't self-defense. That's always been my beef. Like, even with the pepper spray thing. Like, if somebody's physically attacking you, you pepper spray them, that's self-defense. If somebody goes, hey, don't do that to your camera, they're not swinging on you. How is that self-defense? You're punishing them for having the audacity to not bow to your will and lick your boots and do what you tell them to do. I'm filming. You have no choice but to let me film you and let me make profit off of your image on my YouTube channel. And if you don't like it, I'm a pepper spray you. But, yes, the violence has been escalating. But my theory on that is that it goes both ways. Because at this point, this auditing thing has been going on for so long. To keep their sycophant, sheeple, psycho fans pleased, they have to keep escalating their end. They have to keep pushing harder. They got to get more sarcastic. They got to say more nasty things. It isn't like, please don't film me. Well, I'm sorry, but technically I'm just here filming for my YouTube channel. No. Now it's, please don't film me. Screw you, you old C word. I hope you die, you piece of crap. You're a P word. You're just a wimp. You can't do nothing. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Come on, hit me. Let's go. Come on, punk. Let's go. Do something. So then they do something. And these guys FAFO. But now they touched me first. Because all I was doing was saying words. But it's like they push harder and harder and harder and harder. So the reactions they're getting are bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And again, they're going more and more and more into the public. When this whole thing first started, it was predominantly the cop watching and the filming the employees at the post office. But now it's about filming the customers. Now it's about filming the people. And the problem is when they go after the cops, when they go after government employees, those are easy targets. Because they don't want to fight back because they're at work. But when you're just auditing people on the street, and there's more of that now, you're going to get more people you're going to FAFO, right? They're not going to take this crap. They're going to say, don't film me. And you're going to say, well, I'm filming you whether you like it or not. Nah, and then they're going to smack the camera out of your head and knock your block off. I'm not saying that I support violence, but I'm just saying that they're pushing it that way. The harder these guys are pushing that way, the harder they're going to come back that way. You know, you keep stretching the rubber band one way, and eventually it's going to snap back. Shrimp for the pimp from your number one simp. All right, $5 from Parsons. Thank you, Parson. Here's your happy dance. All right.
Yeah, that's right, Parson. Even I'll dance for that one. Shrimp for the pimp, that's me. From your number one simp. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Parson. Here, I'm gonna do the voodoo dance. I'm gonna do the voodoo dance just for you. Look at my butt. Look at my butt. Oh wait, I'm gonna do this right, man. Here, let me pull up this shirt. Yeah, let's go. Wait a minute, where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, I know you like that. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Round of applause for me, ladies and gentlemen. Hi. Damn crows. All right. Anyway, thank you, Parson. You have a nice day. And frauditors rule, anti-frauditors drool. And you all suck. Thanks. Ow.
Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, frauditing these days is all about bullying people and wanting to start fights. Exactly. And then when they get in a fight, I'm out. Peace and love. Take it easy, man. Have a good day. Take care of yourself, brother. All right. Back to the show.
And then if they choose to engage me, then, I'll engage in conversation. And depending on the energy level, if it's positive or negative, I just go with the flow.
It's not about anything but the YouTube video. If YouTube didn't exist, they still wouldn't be out there trying to overturn policies prohibiting filming on government building property. You have organizations like the ACLU. They sue governments over policies that they never had to violate every single day, and they didn't have to make a YouTube video to do it.
Is it legal to film someone in public? Yes. But is it legal to post it on YouTube for monetary gain? It's not. It's absolutely not. So videos get taken down through privacy complaints all the time.
And if I do, get a privacy complaint, then I'll go back and blur their face or blur out any information that I need to and go from there. It's, 50-50 shot, but it's worth taking that shot.
So the thing that they're exploiting here is that they're banking on the fact that the victim will not know where to find their videos.
The income that's generated from your channel, either through those super thanks or maybe advertising dollars, is it significant?
It can be a decent amount. It fluctuates month to month.
So this isn't just a hobby; it's a business as well.
Oh yeah, it's my livelihood, my main source right now.
And it's raising questions about free speech and the burdens officers face when people bent on making a point and going viral draw officers' attention and resources away from the rest of the community.
Would you also say that First Amendment auditors can draw resources away from parts of the community that may need more help, like an emergency?
Well, I think that anytime that you interfere with the ability of the department to function properly, that can be a drain on the resources. And it's not a drain on the resources of the department, it's a drain on the safety factor for the citizens. I'm not going to let them interfere with my ability to make sure that my officers get dispatched properly.
If somebody wants to stop a First Amendment auditor from doing what they're doing, is there anything they could do or should do?
Well, one of the things that people on the anti-auditor side are doing to get the videos either removed or demonetized is by playing copyrighted music. See, the City of Beverly Hills Police Department, when they would encounter auditors, they would start playing Beatles songs. Because, Beatles, Northern songs are heavily copyrighted. And I think that's one of the ways that, the anti-auditor movement is trying to, keep the First Amendment.
Wait a minute. Northern songs, isn't that just George Harrison songs? I mean, you can't play something, obviously. Or Here Comes the Sun, but you can't play any Beatles song. But I'm just whatever. $2 from Jaime. What's up? Esplain 101. Free news now. Voodoo Zap has.
Yes! Thank you so much, Jaime. All right, I get the Zap pass. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna zap hands with the taser late. Yeah, time for the taser lating, buddy. Oh yeah, you go get yours. Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome.
Crap! Wait, dagnabbit. Right. That hurt, man. I don't like it.
I mean, that hurt, man. I don't like it. Oh, crap. What happened? What did that taser do to my voice? This ain't cool. Oh, crap, man. It was a long, generous tasing. Man, I gotta go drink. I'm gonna go get a lozenge, man. You watch the video while I'm gone.
Amendment auditing movement from going forward.
Totally ignore them, like from A to Z, give them zero attention because they're like petulant children. They want attention. So if you give them zero attention, they might go away or they might just stay longer and wait for the next target. Another way that you can prevent them from posting it or stop it is you can brutally roast them on what they are, which are, losers that have nothing better to do. Most likely they're not going to post that.
Do people ever use personal attacks?
It's happened.
So, they don't mind that I'm recording. Oh, man. Are you? I absolutely am a man. Oh, good for you. That's the way God made you. Good for you.
How have your friends and family reacted to that line of work that you do?
It's mixed. Sometimes I think to myself it was easier to come out as transgender than a First Amendment auditor. My mom and some other family members are supportive. Some other in my family took the stance that, I'm harassing people out there. And I've got other family members that just prefer not to talk about it.
The hardest thing is not really with the trolls, but the hardest thing is like, I've lost friends over this, like close friends. I lost a relationship with somebody that I was really in love with and wanted to be with. That ended because of this. My family, I'm not saying they haven't disowned me or anything, but they definitely don't like what I do. And I know that there's people that, say stuff to them, especially like up in my area. And so, yeah, I get the attitude. A troll can say whatever they want, like, okay, whatever. It's going to go in one ear and out the other. But, when it comes down to like family, close friends, relationships, that kind of thing, that's what that's kind of like a knife in the heart, It's like, okay, you can't, I get it, you're not really on board with what I do, but when you're going to like, look down on me for something I believe in, it's like, okay, yeah.
Most people don't find harassing people and stalking people entertaining. There are character deficiencies. These frauditors, there are deep character deficiencies, and they are in deep denial.
What do you think attracts them to this type of work? Because on the outside, if you were just to hear First Amendment auditor, you're like, oh, this is somebody who's seeking to protect the First Amendment.
Why do they flock there? I think about this day in and day out. I've come to this conclusion. I think that those are people that are looking for something to kind of overshadow who they are, something that they can find a common identity in that is bigger than who they are, so that nobody ever has to really look at them.
These guys, they're going to be around as long as YouTube pays them. When YouTube stops paying them, they're gone. They are gone.
You may not like it. You may not agree with it. You may love it. You may hate it, whatever. But, your likes or dislikes, don't trump my rights. And I'm not talking about, specifically the right to do First Amendment audits, but just the right, if you see something interesting, and you want to take a picture of it or take a little video or do a selfie or something, are you going to have some, overzealous security guard coming out and trying to tell you, oh, get out of here, you can't do that? And I mean, the average Joe Schmo is not going to go out and do a First Amendment audit, but people need to know that they do have these rights. I think that's extremely important.
All right, so that's that.
Nothing like a tasty beverage to get those love juices flowing. All right.
Nasty Nathaniel. Anyway, that very last thing he says, it's like, I almost wish I would have been there to react to that. Because it's like, nobody ever, there's never been an issue. And they all use this example, and it's insane. And I'm from Chicago, so we see tourists all the time, right? There's never been an issue with that. That's never been a problem. Oh, look, that's a cool building. Let me pull out my phone and take a picture of it. Okay. Like, he's talking about he was doing a version of Jackass. He specifically called it that. So ultimately a prank channel where he was filming himself and his buddies doing crazy stunts or whatever the heck they were doing. And people would ask him to stop. And he's comparing that to a tourist going, oh, that's cool. Here, let me take a picture of that. What's going to happen? Somebody's going to pull out their camera and these security guards are going to say, hey, get out of here. No, because that doesn't happen. Well, it happened to me. So you literally were just taking a picture of a building. Well, no, I was filming a skit where me and my buddies were harassing and embarrassing people. And that's the same in your brain. And to their fans, it's the same. Like, I don't understand how their minds work. See, that's the thing. When you don't have an antisocial, narcissistic, whatever cluster B personality disorders these guys have mindset, the way that they think doesn't make any sense. You just apply logic to it and it doesn't make sense. Nobody's stopping legitimate tourists from taking legitimate video. That's not an issue. Nobody's stopping anyone from taking video except for you guys. Unless, yes, there are places that have a no recording policy. But, like they pointed out in the video, there are organizations out there that go out of their way to find places that actually are violating rights, and they take the appropriate action. You find an unconstitutional policy, you don't have to violate the policy. I've used the example of when these guys go to a building and there's a no filming poster on the wall or on the front door, no cameras, no cell phones allowed. You take your phone, you walk up to the door, you film the building and the sign, boom, now you have your evidence that they have a no recording policy. Why do you have to violate the policy and post it on YouTube for profit to fight the policy? If you're legitimately just trying to fight the policy, just that picture is your evidence. Now go send that to the appropriate people. But they can't do that because that might actually be a form of activism that isn't going to make them rich. These guys make more money in a month than I make in a year. So they're not going to stop. Ugh. Horrible, evil, rotten, no good. Some of the stuff they do, man. And like, I like the way that the guy who put this documentary together kind of tried to keep it neutral. Like, he just asked them the questions, let them answer. And that's the thing. That's when it becomes a difference, I think, between like an interview and a debate. You know, he wasn't debating these people. He was just ask a question, they answer it. Ask a question. And even if their answer was insane, he wouldn't challenge it. He just, okay, next question. And that's, you know, like I said, give them enough rope to hang themselves with. If they truly were looking for tyranny, they would use hidden cameras. Well, that's another thing. They always say, well, what if I had a camera hidden? You guys wouldn't stop me then. Right, but you're not going to do that. Because then you're not going to get your confrontation that you're looking for. Well, what if I had eidetic memory or photographic memory? Then I could just look at the private information and then I'll have it. Okay, and then will you post your brain on the internet for everyone to see your memory? Well, no, I could write it down and what? Use it to steal people's identity? Well, that's against the law. Good luck sitting in jail with your eidetic memory. Like, oh no, ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. Here's the thing. You violate a policy, you can be arrested for trespassing, and they tell you to leave and you refuse to do it. Thank you. No, that's not what I wanted. What the hell? Voodoo, quit hitting buttons. No, stop it. What are you doing to me, man?
Awesome.
Cut it out. I said cut it out. I said cut it out. Ugh. That kid, he's a troublemaker. Anyway, it's only 6 minutes to the cupcake dance, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to go on an adventure. The thingamajigger is up and away. Haha, the voodoo skull works. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, obviously, after the cupcake dance, I'm going to go to work. But when I get home tonight, I'm going to go through, because like I said, I had computer problems yesterday. I was barely even able to get online at all. After work, but I'm going to go through all my stuff and get caught up and send you an email with all the information about all the stuff from the drawing the other day. Show Van Halen's newest video. You talk about getting sued. No. Everybody wants some. You want some too. Everybody wants some. How about you? Baby Voodoo, do your thing, little buddy.
Yay! It's been so long since I've seen you guys. Hi, guys. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Mr. Highway Star. You're always so nice to me. Hello, everybody. I love all you guys. You guys are the best. Okay. I'm going to taste my daddy. Okay, guys. Don't tell him. Okay. All right. Daddy. Ah, crap, it's this little turd bomber. What do you want, you piece of garbage? I'm sorry, Daddy. You better be sorry. You're a sorry-looking little punk, man. You're lucky I don't lock you in the chokey. What's up? I wanted to show you something. What? What do you want to show me? This. Ow! What the hell was that, man? I don't get it. What was the point of that? Oh, well, that was short and sweet. Ow! What was the Thank you so much. It was so much fun. I love you guys. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, these guys are nuts. 3 minutes to the cupcake happy dance. What's up? Griffey would have enjoyed his head beast. Hey, Zerzu. Oh, this is Zerzu. Okay. 75% to infinity. Did you abandon soundboard survive, Milton? I have no idea. But that's why I got the new soundboard. It's literally the same one, but I got donations from some of you wonderful, fantastic fans, so that I wouldn't have to wait until I get back to Florida to get it. And so I got it. I bought the same one. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't heard back from Hezomom yet how much damage happened down there. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, we'll see what happens. She still doesn't have power, as far as I know. Can't charge her phone, and that's why she hasn't contacted. But hopefully everything down there is fine. So yeah, I've already replaced the soundboard, but my computer is down there. I got one of my guitars down there. I got all of the stuff, all the gifts. Besides, the only gifts that from you guys that I have here are the kangaroo, Joey, from Griffey, baby from Unclean Hands, this squirrel from Ray, these headphones from Ray, I got the necklace from Ancient Chart Music and Art. And then I got stuff that I received since I've been here. I got the douche canoe, like an actual canoe, and a butter brain from Paul Cohen. And then, of course, the tombstones and the skulls from Uncle Artie. But, yeah, back there I got all the stuff that I got from, Highway Star and Tiny Chihuahua and stuff I got from Flower Power and stuff I got from, so many of you guys have been so generous and sent me so many gifts, and all that stuff is down in Florida. My box with the last voodoo doll and the last set of my cards, the original voodoo doll that Salacious made, all of those things are down in Florida. I got a lot of stuff down there. Half of my clothes, just whatever I could fit in the suitcase, is all I brought with me. I'm trying to think, what else do I have down there? The big things are the computer, because the monitor is it's just huge monitor I was using. It's time for the cupcake happy dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay, all right. Oh, man, thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Ding, dong, dang, dag, nabbit. And there she is. Olay, all right. Yes, we love you, Maggie. God bless you. God bless all of you. Thank you guys so much for joining me, as always. Oh my goodness. So, yep. So I gotta go to work. I gotta go take care of business. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, best fans in the world. And as I always say, it's Friday. Get ready for the weekend. Let's go. Have a good weekend, guys. I love you guys. I'll see y'all on Monday. Who knows? Maybe I'll pop into some chats or something over the weekend. Anything's possible. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on Monday. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up.
It was an out-of-body experience.
I sat next to a baby for a 10-hour flight. I didn't think it was possible for someone to scream for 10 hours straight. Even the baby was impressed.
So I pulled this guy over and I said, "How high are you?" And he said, "No, sir, it's hi. How are you?"
Cop pulled me over. He said, "Papers?" I said, "Scissors." And I won. So I drove off. He must have wanted a rematch or something because he was following me for like 45 minutes.
You know what nation sleeps the longest? Hibernation.
The local blacksmith passed away, and I adopted his dog. As soon as we got home, he made a bolt for the door.
One thing I can't deal with is a deck of cards glued together.
People say they pick their nose. I feel like I was just born with mine.
I haven't talked to my wife in 7 years. I don't want to interrupt her.
What do you get when you cross a polar bear with a seal? A polar bear.
Today I plan on being as useless as the G in lasagna.
Singing in the shower is fun. Till you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera.
Lance is an uncommon name nowadays. But in medieval times, people were called Lancelot.
Keep asking around what LGBTQT stands for. So far, I haven't gotten a straight answer.
Not to brag, but I just got hired as a fitness model. They're using me as the before picture.
My friend suggested that we disguise ourselves as luggage at the airport. I said, let's not get carried away.